Alright guys, I wanted to film the Friday 5 video for this week. I saw Sara Crawford's video this morning and it got me all excited because it's an awesome topic. But I had to work all day, and now that I'm able to film it, the light is terrible everywhere I go, and I can't go outside like I would normally like to do because it's really super windy out there. It's just way too loud. So I'm filming up in my guest room because I really just have nowhere to go right now. Sorry for this background. Anyway, let's just get into it. The Friday 5 for this week is your 5 top bands that you've seen live, or 5 favorite concerts. I can't remember how it was worded, but anyway, I love going to concerts. I haven't been for a really long time, but I used to be an absolute concert junkie. There was probably a good 2 years of my life where all of my money went to either rent or concerts, and that's it. I was lucky enough to work at a bagel bakery, and most of my meals came from there. So yeah, concerts were my life. So I have some really good concerts that I've been to that I wanted to share with you guys. All right, so my number 5 concert that I went to was more like a festival. It had lots of different concerts, bands, had lots of different bands there, and it was called the HFS Nutcracker. It was in 1997, and back then we used to have a radio station here called WHFS. It was 99.1, and it was amazing. It was an alternative rock station that we don't have anymore. But they used to put together the best concerts, and at this particular one, I was able to see Everclear for I think the 3rd time, because I've seen them 3 times. The Cure was there, Sugar Ray, The Verve, whole bunch of bands. But what really stood out to me was The Cure, because they're The Cure, and I had loved them since, when, the 80s? They came out in the 80s, so it was really cool to get to see them in 97, still up there on stage. So I will always remember that one. My number 4 concert is kind of a strange one because it's not a band that I particularly like. I don't dislike them, but it's not a band I listen to, and it's Kiss. And I saw Kiss in 1997 also. I had a friend who loved Kiss. It was like his favorite band of all time, and they came to DC. Baltimore. I think I saw him in Baltimore, and no one else would go to the concert with him because nobody really liked Kiss. But I just love concerts in general, so I said I would go, and they blew my mind. Kiss was probably the coolest band I've ever seen on stage. Even if you don't like their music, it is an amazing show to watch with like the pyrotechnics and the fire and laser beams and their costumes, and it was just mind-blowing. For number 3, it's another HFS concert. It was called the HF Festival. Again, it was a huge thing that we had here every year at RFK Stadium. It was a really big deal to be able to go to that. This was for me in 96. This particular one was in 96. And at that concert, I got to see No Doubt, Garbage, Everclear for the first time, Cracker, Jewel, the Presidents of the United States of America, and a bunch of other people. But this was right when No Doubt was getting really big with I'm Just a Girl, you know, back in the day. And so seeing No Doubt really stood out to me out of that concert. Gwen Stefani though, completely off topic. Gwen Stefani, I remember she had like a sprained ankle or a broken ankle or something was seriously wrong with her, and she was jumping all over the stage and, you know, so energetic and acting like a crazy person, and it just made me think even more of them with how much effort she put into that show, even though I know she had to have been in a lot of pain. But that festival was amazing. My number 2 favorite concert was Rage Against the Machine. My husband got me tickets to see them in London. We were living in England at the time, and I got to see them in Wembley Arena. He got me a ticket for me and one of my friends. So I got to go with a girlfriend of mine, and that concert was so awesome. I came home with whiplash. I am not even kidding. I was banging my head so hard and so long, I came home with honest to God whiplash. I couldn't turn my head for like a week. I did some serious damage there. They were just, yeah, they raged. And the number 1 concert I've ever been to in my life was Def Leppard and Journey. I think this was in 2006. They were touring together and they came here to Virginia. And Anybody who really knows me knows that Def Leppard was my all-time #1 band growing up from maybe like 4th grade to like 8th grade or so. I was seriously completely obsessed with Def Leppard. I wanted to marry Joe Elliott. I would draw little leopard paw prints all over everything. I drew them all over my shoes, all over my room. Every piece of paper that I ever turned in for school had little paw prints on it. Completely obsessed. And because I was so young, of course, I did not get to go see them in concert back then. But they came around in 2006 and they came with Journey. And Journey is another one of my all-time favorite bands ever. Of course, I didn't get to see Journey with Steve Perry because he was long gone. I got to see, what is his name? Arnel Pineda, I think is his name. The guy from the Philippines. And let me tell you, you would not know the difference. You would not know the difference. If you close your eyes at that concert, you would not know it wasn't Steve Perry singing. Absolutely amazing. I am saying amazing a lot in this video. But yeah, it was a lifelong dream of mine to get to finally see Def Leppard and to see Journey. Even though I was like an old lady by the time I got to go see that concert, I will never forget it. If anybody's interested in making this video, please do. I will link Sarah's Tumblr page with all the other week's themes. Let me know what your favorite concerts were in the comments below, and I will talk to you soon.